What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far, but I'm here with you on a rare Sunday. Don't usually upload on Sundays, but as we know, the Sacramento Kings have signed and traded for Demar Derozan. And I've been on record in saying that I want the Kings to actually do something this offseason and not run it back like they did last year after tasting a little bit of playoff success. And they did something. They got Demar Derozan, which we'll talk about if that was a great thing, good thing, bad thing. But let's go ahead and jump in and do this Demar Derozan Sacramento Kings rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. So, update really quickly, by the way, as well. I did update the share scenario to everything that has happened today. So, if you're looking for a share scenario, I'm still getting that comment a lot in the comment section below. I've not been answering them because I just keep talking about it in the videos and no one seems to watch the video and just goes to the comment section, I guess. I don't know what's going on. But, regardless, listen to me when I tell you this. If you're looking for a share scenario on Xbox, some people have said they've been able to download it on PS5. I don't know how they do that, but they said they've been able to. I don't know. Boom.AO is the gamer tag. Search it up. Just wanted to go ahead and say that very quickly. But let's talk about the Kings getting DeMar DeRozan. So DeMar DeRozan forms a new big three with De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis. I think it's safe to say, no matter what the Kings did this offseason, I don't think any of us would have looked at them any differently and said, okay, this team is now a contender. I don't think they could have really done anything, but I still applaud them for actually, trying to get better. And DeMar DeRozan definitely helps with that for sure. I think he's going to be a nice little third threat to any team in the West. But again, I'm not really sure how good this team will be, and I'm excited to see what 2K thinks of it. So I guess let's just go ahead and get started there. But definitely let me know your guys' thoughts on the Sacramento Kings getting DeMar DeRozan. Of course, Barnes was sent to the Spurs, while Chris Duarte in a couple seconds were sent to the Chicago Bulls in the sign and trade. I guess Buddy Hield to oh, there is a couple of things I still need to fix. Okay, so Buddy Hield, of course, went to the Warriors, and I guess when I made that happen, I didn't save it, so I'll have to fix that, which I will. And then Miles Bridges, I also didn't put that in. He signed an extension with the Hornets. So two things that probably won't affect the video too much. Actually, ignore everything I just said, because I actually went back, restarted the file, and I fixed Buddy Hield not being in the Warriors and Miles Bridges back in the Hornets on his new extension reported by Shams today. So that is fixed. Also re-uploaded that to the share scenario. But back to what we were doing. So the Sacramento Kings, what we truly need this offseason, I don't really know if they plan on addressing it, is the backup five position is tragic. It's not good. We need a different backup center in the building. Now, unfortunately, I don't know if we'll be able to address that through free agency, because if you look at our options, now it's funny because the Jazz just signed Eubanks and they actually cut him in 2K. So yeah, we could get Eubanks, but not really my favorite to backup five to go for. Paul Reed would also be interesting. He's getting a bunch of offers because he's on the minimum. In real life, his contract was non-guaranteed, but in 2K, it wasn't read that way. So in order for me to waive him on the Sixers, I just made him as cheap as possible. But now you can see he's going to get signed for like $1 million. But obviously, when he signs in real life, I will fix that eventually. But for now, we try to offer him a contract, but we aren't even close to being able to get him, unfortunately. But Isaiah Jackson also waived by the Pacers for some reason. I have no idea why. So part of me wants to be like, okay, we can get our backup center right here in Isaiah Jackson, but they're not going to waive him in real life, so that doesn't really make any sense. So how are we going to address our backup five position? So we're going to pretend Mo Bamba is also not in the Clippers, or did they waive him? Let's see. They waived him. Okay, so everything I'm doing is just getting waived. That's probably why. And Goga Bitadze, he got waived too. Wow. All right. Well, I guess everything I did in 2K is just getting erased. I don't know, but how do we address our backup five? We got Montrezl Harrell, who's been out of the league, I think, for like 2 years now. We got Blake Griffin, who's, I think, officially retired, if I'm not mistaken. So who do we go for? Not a lot of good options, to be honest with you. Not good options at all. So how do we go about this? Not 100% sure. Don't really know how we address this. I think what we could do is maybe we could trade JaVale McGee's salary out, combined with like something else. I mean, maybe we could throw like Kobe Jones out there and try to get a backup five, because I don't really want to go into this season without a good backup center. McGee's going to regress like crazy, I think. And if he was going to be good, I think he'd be a fine backup five, but he's going to regress. So we're going to try to see if we can maybe make a trade for a different center, because free agency market, it's not really there. Today's video is brought to you by two softwares that try to help you get better at sports betting. And trust me when I tell you, it has made me 1,000 times better, and I'll even post some results on screen. I'm having a killer July so far, by the way. But basically what it does is it compares discrepancies across multiple markets, across multiple sports books, and I got two different softwares for you. First one being DGF. DGF primarily focuses on the fantasy or DFS, like Prize Picks, Underdog, parlay play better, all kinds of DFS apps that you probably have heard of. It's pretty late at night right now on a Saturday. There probably isn't a ton of value we can really show you, but there was. Okay, so we actually have a decent play on the board right now. So we have Kyle Gibson under 4.5 strikeouts, for the St. Louis Cardinals. So basically, why this is a good play to plug and play on Prize Picks is because, as you can see, you're getting minus 155 odds, minus 135 odds, minus 145. Every single book is favoring him to go under. If you plug this in on a 5 flex on Prize Picks, the average market right now is minus 140. But if you plug this into a 5 flex on Prize Picks, you're getting at minus 119 odds. So you're getting incredible value. Line shopping is the biggest way to make money sports betting. And like I said, they have all kinds of DFS apps to choose from. And then another tool I use that I've been using quite a bit lately is OddsJam. Specifically their positive EV tool. They also have an arbitrage tool, which is a whole nother ballpark I'd have to get into, but they also have the fantasy optimizer as well on theirs. And then DGF has an AI slip generator where you could where it builds out slips for you. You don't even have to make your own slips. So both tools have a lot, or both softwares have a lot to offer, to be honest with you. But basically what the positive EV tool, while it does show you Prize Pick plays on here, this one primarily focuses on the traditional sports books such as, FanDuel, DraftKings, and whatever else you can think of, BetMGM or whatever. So, and I've been using this tool the last few days, and it's been amazing, man. I absolutely love it. So if you want to check out either of these softwares, links are down in the description below. You can get a percentage off when you use my code Crushables, 25% of the first month on DGF, and I believe on OddsJam it is 15% off, but that might get better in the future. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, make sure you check out both tools. If you want to make money sports betting, having these two softwares, or at least one of them, is an absolute game changer. I promise you, I wouldn't be telling you that if I didn't believe it. Other than that, let's get back to the video. So unfortunately, trading for a backup center right now is absolutely cooked. I had an idea, but the money just isn't there at the moment. But I think at the deadline, we can try to figure things out. So Paul Reed goes to the Magic. We're going to sign Daniel Tice to a minimum contract. It's not the best option in the world. Trust me, I know. Looks like the Hornets waived Grant Williams. So many guys are getting waived, but Domantas Sabonis is regressing. Demar Derozan is up to a 90. He did not regress, which is awesome. Keegan Murray is up. You got Malik Monk up. Herter is up. Keon Ellis is up, and so is Trey Lyles. Devin Carter stays the same, and they got McGee, and then Daniel Tice regressing. So yeah, our backup center position is absolute poverty. We all know that, but I think at the deadline, if we can find a way to trade for a backup 5, that's probably where we strike. We'll see what our options are when we cross that bridge. First and foremost, I want to see how good this team is even going to do, because I'm a little nervous about this big 3. Not going to lie, but at least we have Sabonis, who is an absolute stud in the 2K simulation, like always makes All-NBA teams. So we have that going for us, but let's take a look. We got to cut one player, unfortunately, so who is that going to be? That is going to have to be Mr. Jordan Ford. I apologize, but you got to go. All right, so let's get into next season. So Parax is going to land us 19th overall. We're a 4-star balance, and they do want to start with Malik Monk. Again, I would not be shocked if, to me, it could make a lot of sense to start Keon Ellis for defense, but I could see the argument for either side. I am going to start Keon Ellis for the defense just because I think that's important in this lineup. And we're also just going to, I guess we could just run a 10-minute rotation. So we'll keep it at 10. That way Daniel Tice is getting those back of 5 minutes, and Devin Carter is getting minutes in his rookie year. But Malik Monk is going to be that 6th man, so I got to fix it again, my bad. So let's go with Keon Ellis as a starter, and then Malik Monk is the 6th man. So I'm going to take a little bit of minutes here. That way Malik Monk's still getting like 30 or 28 minutes, and we can give like Keon Ellis like 25. So that's what we're going to do. So Fox, DeRozan, Sabonis, and Malik Monk is going to be that 6th man, which is great. And then shot tendencies I wanted to look at. So we do have a high shot tendency on Fox, and so as well on DeRozan, which is nice. Keegan Murray I could push up maybe just a little bit. And then Malik Monk, I want him to score a lot off the bench. And then Sabonis is a 71. So that all looks good to me. We're going to simulate this season. We'll see how things go. More than likely, I will stop at the trade deadline to try to upgrade that backup 5 spot, because that is definitely a very important position to have in 2K and, of course, real life in itself. But so far, this looks like we're off to a great start. So loving what I'm seeing so far. So I think I know who I want to go for. I'm going to see if I can get Jonas Valanciunas off the Washington Wizards, because he makes right around the money that I think we could fork over to potentially grab him from the Wizards. They suck, and they just signed him, but I think getting him as a backup 5, at least for this season and maybe next, is not a bad option. And I don't get Joe Val all that often anyway, so we're going to see if we can find a way to match his salary. So 13 points, 9 rebounds. Him as a backup 5 would be incredible. And maybe they turn him into a little bit of an asset. So we are going to send them JaVale McGee's salary out, of course. We'll send that for sure. And we do have McDaniel's salary that I'm definitely comfortable with sitting in here as well. So we can send McDaniel's salary. And then do you have like a young player you could throw in here, or just like a small contract? So they have Jules Bernard. So hopefully we can make something happen here. Now, I don't want to trade a first-round pick for Jonas Valanciunas. I don't know. He's got 3-star trade value, so maybe we can't pull this off. But we're going to send out 2 seconds in 2025 to see if this would even remotely come close to being accepted. And they don't agree. So more than 2 seconds seems a little rich to me. Does Jalen Slauson have any value? Not really. I would throw 3 seconds, but if they say no to this, we may have to move on. So Joe Val, fortunately, is not going to be possible. If I did try to throw McGee and McDaniels in the trade finder, I wonder what that would give me. So McDaniels and McGee. I wonder if Joe Val would be offered to me, and he's not. Damn, that sucks. Okay, that would have been awesome if he was. But we have Chris Boucher, which isn't my favorite backup 5 option in the world, not going to lie. Kleba, Richardson, Kevin Love. Larry Nance isn't bad for a year. I mean, we're getting a second-round pick, although I don't know why the Hawks would be sending a second, so we'd probably just do this without the second. But I think getting Larry Nance as your backup 5 would probably be pretty good. We couldn't get Joe Val, but if the Hawks were willing to just, I guess, for whatever reason, send out Larry. I mean, in this scenario, the Hawks aren't really getting anything of value, so I think we should be sending the second. So that's fine with me. We send the second to them. It's the Trailblazers 2025 second. Maybe you do your own second, because that Blazers second could be good in theory. So McGee, McDaniels, and a second for Larry Nance sounds good to me. These 2 guys are obviously just there to match the salary, and the Hawks get something of value for Larry Nance, which is a second in this draft. And W, we got our backup 5. It is Larry Nance, so that's better than nothing. So Malik Monk is now going to start, but I do want to continue to roll with what we were doing because I feel like it was working. So Larry Nance is now that backup 5, which is incredible. It gives us an upgrade for now. Probably not long term. He's going to be here because he's going to regress, which kind of sucks. But we're going to put Keon Ellis back as the starter. We're going to keep Malik Monk still at 28 minutes because he's doing good there. And we're going to take just a few minutes away from maybe these guys, something like that. We'll throw Keon Ellis again, 22 minutes. So let's keep simulating now that we have Larry Nance at backup 5. And let's hope things get a little bit better because I think that was definitely a necessary trade we had to make. So at the end of the season, Luka Doncic wins MVP. Alex Sarr is your Rookie of the Year on the Wizards. Russell Westbrook, 6th man, still on the Clippers for now. Obviously, that could change if they end up trading him. Defensive player goes to Wemby, and then most improved goes to Suggs. Tyrese Maxey, clutch player, and Jamal Mosley is your Coach of the Year, and John Murphy is your executive. So here's your All-NBA first team. I'm assuming we're going to get Sabonis on one of these All-NBA teams, and we do get him on the All-NBA third team. So he does make an All-NBA third team. Here's the offensive first team and all defensive second team. So we are the first seed in the West. Yeah, we got the first seed, which is kind of incredible. 53 and 29. We stole it at the very, very end. We didn't hold it that long. We literally, like I said, stole it at the very end. So we got 22 from Fox, 20 from DeMar DeRozan, 17 from Keegan, 16 from Malik Monk, 15 from Sabonis, 9 from Kevin Huerter, 6, and then 5. So not too shabby at all. But of course, now that we're in the playoffs, we are going to go to a 9-man rotation and do something like this. It'll be, so they do want to start with Malik Monk. If that's our best chance, I guess we'll do that. All of our scorers in the starting lineup, I would prefer if Malik Monk came off the bench, but 2K seems to love the idea of Malik Monk playing in the starting 5. We'll see how it goes. Let's see if it ends up biting us in the butt, but we'll see. So let's go ahead and simulate, this first round against the Jazz, who have Lauri Markkanen still, Hendricks, Kessler, John Collins, Jordan Clarkson, and Grant Williams. Now, losing in round 1 would be very embarrassing after getting the first seed in the West, so hopefully that doesn't happen to us. But it wouldn't shock me. But we do end up beating them in 5. So, Sacramento Kings, it looks good right now. We are the first seed in the West. We just got to the second round. So, of course, this team made it to the playoffs a couple years ago. Got eliminated in 7. But now you can say you won a playoff series. Now we get the Nuggets, who acquired Dario Saric today, which was announced. KCP, of course, is no longer on the team. It would be pretty crazy if we could beat the Nuggets, though. I don't know if we'll be able to. So many current round against Denver, and we're down 3-1. Damn. So yeah, this is kind of probably what you'd be looking at in real life if you're the Kings. Probably maybe you can win a playoff series, but if you run into a team like Denver, OKC, or Minnesota, you're probably not going to win unless if we come back from 3-1, which would be funny because I was just doubting us. But hey, we'll see if we can force a Game 7 back to Sacramento in front of those crazy loud fans, and it's not looking good for us. So we ultimately are going to lose in 6 games to the Nuggets. We gave up a good fight. Which, by the way, we're only doing this video until DeMar DeRozan's contract is over, and we'll see if we can try to make something happen. I don't really expect to win a championship today just because we're all completely honest with ourselves. The Kings just aren't a team that's going to win a championship. We're going to try, but it probably isn't going to happen for them just based off how stacked the Western Conference truly is. But let's get to work. So we got draft lottery times. Let's go ahead and see what this is going to look like. I believe our pick is going to the Hawks in this draft. So the Rockets get number 1 via the Phoenix Suns, which is wild. But yeah, I'm pretty sure our pick is going to the Hawks, if I'm not mistaken. And that is the case. So pick 28 and the Spurs with the Atlanta Hawks end up swapping that. So, and they have 2 and 3. So the Spurs are only about to get better in this 2025 draft class, which is kind of scary to think about. But we're looking good right now. We just got to fill out this coaching staff and figure out what we're doing next. So Larry Nance is about to be a free agent. I probably am not going to resign him, and I know that sounds dumb because we just traded for him, but I only gave him a second. We just wanted him for a playoff run. But I forgot about Kevin Huerter's salary entirely, to be honest with you. But I think we're going to try to use that to our advantage and use that to try to upgrade somewhere. Again, we're going to keep trying to win a championship. Our picks are all freed up now, which is incredible. So we can maybe make an amazing trade. I like our starting 5 as is. Maybe we can get a better defending shooting guard. That way Malik Monk will definitely come off the bench. But Huerter with that $18 million, I think we have to use that to our advantage. If that means sending Devin Carter out, I'll do it as well. But it all depends on who we're getting. So let's go take a look on who could potentially be available. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Probably a good backup center or a defending shooting guard. But we'll see what ends up popping up. So I'm going to send Kevin Huerter over to the San Antonio Spurs to get Zach Collins as our brand new backup 5 here in Sacramento. So that is how we'll solve our backup 5 problem. So Zach Collins is our new backup center. We could probably extend him for a lot cheaper as well. But that is figured out. We needed a new backup center, and we got that with Zach Collins, and he should help out a ton there. He can space the floor a little bit as well. Pretty good defender. So love that first addition for us. We also had an early second-round pick, so Huerter for Zach Collins swap. But let's see. And I think both players, have a little bit of value, so I definitely could see a swap potentially happening. Now, as far as who we should get here with this draft pick, I have no idea, but I'll go Mr. Tyrese I think that's supposed to be Proctor, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll bring him in. So welcome to Sacramento. Keegan Murray, of course, will accept. Qualifying offers Jalen Slauson as a free agent. And then here is your free agency. So do we have bird rights? We do on Trey Lyles, Larry Nance, and Alex Len. So we do have the money to sign maybe somebody else as well if we decide to. So let's take a look. So now we have Fox. We have Keon Ellis, Malik Monk, and Devin Carter, who should only get better. But maybe we move him to point guard if he progresses enough. And then we just lost maybe our backup wing. So Lyles was our backup power forward, and we just sent out Huerter to get our backup center position upgraded. So we need to sign maybe a backup wing. So who do we get? So backup wings we could sign. I think Caruso is going to get a lot more than $4 million, so I'm not even going to entertain that. Royce O'Neal, did he get waived or something? Yeah, he got waived. So Royce O'Neal got waived. Don't know how he was only that much. Kind of weird, but whatever. So O'Neal gets waived. I guess he wouldn't be a bad option. Terrence Davis, who played in Sacramento at one point. So we could bring back Lyles, which I think we'll do. So we'll sign Trey Lyles, and then we can sign... We could sign Exum, who, kind of had a resurgence in Dallas, but my problem is will he regress? Gary Payton is interesting. Maybe we could reunite him with Mike Brown. I'm not a big fan of Gary Payton, of course, because I'm a Blazers fan, but Thibault is down there. Do I want Gary Payton or like Sam Hauser? I mean, Sam Hauser gives us that shooting, I guess, 6'7". I guess I'll sign Sam Hauser. So we'll sign Sam Hauser and Lyles to our backup forward positions. Not my favorite by any means, but we'll sign them. And I'll probably re-sign Larry Nance to a cheap contract as well. Maybe he doesn't play, but he'll still at least be there for insurance. So we'll give him a nice 2-year deal to bring him back to Sacramento. So Larry Nance is back, and that is our offseason. So we get Zach Collins as pretty much our big upgrade. I actually tried to do something better than that. I cut it. You probably won't see it in the video anymore because it didn't work. But essentially, I was trying to get a really good defending shooting guard, but it wasn't happening. So, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. It wasn't going to happen. But regardless, I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. I think we'll move Devin Carter back a point guard. That way he plays some minutes there. And then Keon Ellis will continue. I guess we can start Malik Monk this year and see how it goes. Although, playing Keon Ellis in the starting 5 seemed to work as well. We'll figure it out. I think I'll leave it how Malik Monk was a 6-man, because that seemed to work out extremely well. At least last year. But Power Rankings going to let us 21st overall. Proficiency is a 4-star balance still. It'll be Fox, Malik Monk, DeRozan. We'll fix in a second. Keegan Murray, Zach Collins, Keon Ellis, Devin Carter, Sam Hauser. So we will go ahead. Like I said, we're going to put Malik Monk as the 6-man, and Keon Ellis is going to start again for defense. So I will see you guys at the end of year 2, hoping to repeat some success that we saw last year. So we're starting with the trade deadline as we were 22-20 on the season. We're 6 games under 500. Hopefully we're not too far out of the play-in. So yeah, we're only 2 games back from the play-in tournament. Obviously we want to be in the mix because not really where you want to be if the Sacramento Kings. The West is extremely tough right now. So how do we do that? And we once again, because I like my starting 5, we're going to once again try to upgrade our backup center position even further. Zach Collins was not it. I mean, we didn't send out like an asset to get him. Of course, sent out Kevin Huerter, which is not big of a deal to me. But, you know, it would be crazy if we go get Embiid. Obviously, we're not going to do that, but it would be wild if we, you know, it would be kind of crazy if we got Joel Embiid on this team. Imagine I sent out Sabonis to get Embiid or something like that. I mean, they're selling. It would be kind of crazy. I'm just saying, but we could do something wild like that. Embiid would be a great fit next to Derozan as well. I mean, if we wanted to really shake things up and try to go for it, and you know, they wanted to get off Embiid and start a new era in Sacramento or in Philadelphia, would be kind of a weird way to do it. But I mean, we could do something weird. We can get weird. So if I traded Sabonis 3 first-round picks, if we don't do this, I have another idea. But I didn't expect to really do this. But now that I've kind of talked about it, maybe we do something. So if we can get Embiid to pair them with DeRozan and Fox, I mean, this would be the way to make yourself contenders. I mean, it really would be. We're not going to send out Keegan Murray in this scenario, although the 76ers would probably ask for it. If we gave them Devin Carter and maybe Colby Jones, something like that, our pick is very valuable right now. Alex Caruso is on their team for very little. If you give me Ricky Council back, and I mean, getting Caruso as a throw wouldn't be bad. I don't know. This is weird, but if the 76ers sucked and they were this bad and they were looking to get off Joel Embiid, but, you know, maybe still wanted to have a co-star next to Maxey and Sabonis was somebody they would be interested in, let's see what they say. They don't agree. Okay, that was it was kind of funny to think about that, but they don't agree. Okay, so we're going to go away from that. So who I'm going to actually go for is on either the Raptors or the Nets. So I'm looking to upgrade my backup 5 position even further. So we can go get Jakob Poeltl, or we can go get Nicholas Claxton. Either way, I think both would be incredible to go get. Now, trading my 2026 unprotected first is definitely dangerous business. Now, we're not going to trade Sabonis for Claxton. What we'll try to do is send out Zach Collins. If I could try not to trade my 2026 first and maybe give them like a 2027, and then I send out more money like Trey Lyles, for instance. So Zach Collins, a 2027 unprotected, and Lyles for Claxton. So they get a first-round pick and a decent player in return, a couple decent players for Clax, and they do agree. So getting Embiid was kind of funny, but I think getting Claxton as our backup 5, in theory, should change a lot for us, I hope. So that is the backup center we've needed. The reason why I haven't really upgraded the starting 5, I tried in the offseason, it didn't work, but I like it. I like where our starting 5 is at. I think it's a really good fit. So if we do upgrade from Keon Ellis, of course, I'll eventually show you that. But for now, we got our brand new backup 5 once again. Claxton this time will be here to stay. So I like that addition for us. I think he's a really good player to come off the bench for Sabonis, especially when we need defense more than offense down the stretch. But let's keep simulating and hope with the Claxton addition we can turn things around and be in the play-in tournament or make the playoffs outright, because I'm not looking to miss it this year because I don't really want to. Crushables Alexander ends up winning MVP. Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year. Nikola Topic, 6th man. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player. Rob Dillingham, Most Improved. And Stephen Curry is your Clutch Player. And Mark is your Coach of the Year at 69 and 13. So we have this season and next to try to win a championship while DeMar DeRozan is on the Kings. So we'll see how that ends up happening. Or we'll see if we can make it happen, I guess. So we end up as the 2nd seed in the West. As you guys saw, we were the 12th seed. And, you know, getting a backup center is just such a difference in 2K, especially one that actually rebounds. I didn't really consider that Zach Collins isn't a good rebounder in the simulation, so that definitely hurt us when I traded for him. But hey, we got to where we wanted it to be, and that is Claxton, and I think that was a really good trade for us. So I'm very happy that we made that trade happen. So Fox, DeRozan scored 20, 23 apiece, but now can we go on a run is the question. So we draw the Spurs in round 1. Of course, we gave them Kevin Huerter, who's probably coming off their bench, and he's not. I mean, he's either the last man off the bench or isn't playing at all. Cooper Flagg is on their team, and they also have DJ Wagner, and then they have Stephon Castle still. They got Isaiah Hartenstein, so I guess the Thunder cut him, I guess. I don't know what's going on. 2K just has all these teams just cutting guys. But let's go ahead and, wow, is Colby Jones starting? Did I just see that right? Colby Jones is starting. That is so random. I'm going to, well, it's because Keon Ellis is ice cold, that's why. It's because Malik Monk, if Keon Ellis doesn't need to start. The reason why Malik Monk isn't starting in his place is because I have non-starter on Malik Monk, because I wanted him to just be a 6th man. But if, you know, oh, whoops, then I didn't know that was an option on season 1. Interesting. Okay, I just want to turn it off. But forced non-starter, now I can't find it. There it is. Okay, forced non-starter off. And let's get to the playoffs now, finally. All right, so Malik Monk's going to start. Keon Ellis is getting barely any minutes. We got a 9-man rotation still, looking good. So Sam Howell's just last guy off the bench. All right. So only current round against San Antonio. Do we get into round 2 again against a young San Antonio team that has Wemby and Flag? And we are up 3-2. Can we beat them in 6? Yes, we can. Let's go. So we're on to the round 2, and we get the Nuggets again. So they ended up beating us in 6 last year. Would love to see if we can return the favor. So they have Ben Shepherd starting at the 2 guard now instead of, I forgot who it was last. Oh, it was Christian Brown. That's right. All right. Well, we shall see if this year is our year to get revenge on them. So money current round against Denver, and this time we're up 3-0. Now they did win 1, but we beat them in 5. So just like that, getting Claxton was a major difference. It's actually kind of insane how much of a difference it really makes. Probably should have done that earlier. But now we get the Thunder, who just won 69 games, I believe. So yeah, I mean, they got Capella off their bench. That probably would have been a good target to get as well, potentially, if we didn't get Claxton. That wouldn't have been a bad idea. But Fultz is their starting shooting guard. He's shooting 25% from 3 in the playoffs. We'll see how it goes. We'll go game by game on this one. So game 1 goes to them. They blow us out badly. Game 2, we even it up, though. Okay. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, we even it up. So we are not done. We are actually putting up a big fight against Oklahoma City. Like I said, OKC, since they traded Josh Giddey, I don't know why. At least in my file, they've been nerfed pretty badly, which feels good because they were almost impossible to beat every time. But we do lose game 5 here. But they're a little bit beatable now. They're still good, don't get me wrong, but they're at least beatable. But we got to force a game 7 back to Oklahoma City if we want any chance of winning this series. We got a close one on our hands, and we are going to force OT that they beat us at the end by 1 point. Oh, we got to see what happened. I believe there's a play-by-play, right? What happened? We got to see. Game log. Shea. It was Shea. He made the jump shot to take the lead. Sabonis close shot. Blocked by Dort, bro. Out of all people, Dort blocks it, of course. All right, well, we got to the conference finals. That's pretty good, at least. The Pacers go on to win it all. So Halliburton's your finals MVP. All right, we get one more chance at it. So making sure DeMar DeRozan doesn't retire, and he is not, which is good. All right, well, I believe DeRozan has retired, right? Yeah, he's here. Okay. Well, draft lottery time. This isn't going to matter for... Actually, it does matter, even though we got really good in the sim. So, yeah, we're the late pick in this draft. But we got one more season to go. We made it to the conference finals. Is there anything else we want to do? I don't think so. I mean, we almost beat the Thunder, so that's the team you want to beat. I think with another year progression on our side... I mean, the Thunder are going to get better, too. I don't know why I always say that. Let's let the assistant GM take over they want at 26 because, I mean, they're not going to be important in this video anyway at this point. So we can get Vasquez, welcome, player options, accepting all of those. Qualifying offers, Keegan Murray, we're going to have to re-sign him, of course. We're probably about to be a second apron team, I imagine. Yeah, Fox needs to be re-signed as well, and Keon Ellis needs to be re-signed. So maybe we don't re-sign Keon Ellis. I mean, he was kind of bad in the playoffs. Or, I mean, he got cold, but I'll re-sign him. So we'll re-sign all of our guys, bring everybody back. That way everybody's coming back, so we'll do that. All right, do we have money to do anything else? We do have, like, money for Bogdan or something, but I think we have a full rotation. So we have Devin Carter, Fox. We have Malik Monk, Keon Ellis. We got DeMar DeRozan, Sam Hauser. We don't have a backup power forward, but we have Claxton as our backup center. Okay. What else do I do? I mean, I think if there was one position that I would upgrade, it is Keon Ellis. Upgrading him, but I think we probably do that at the deadline. So I think we'll leave it how it is for now. But at the deadline, if there's an ability to upgrade our shooting guard spot, I will do so. It's probably not going to be easy, but we'll look into it potentially at the deadline. Maybe not. Maybe I just run through this final season and leave it as is. We'll see. It just all depends on the opportunity that we cross when we look at our options at the deadline. But this will be the final season no matter what, considering DeMar DeRozan, I should say, is on the last year of his deal of that 3-year contract he just got from Sacramento. And we've bought time because, of course, we made sure he doesn't regress. So I guess this year we'll start Malik Monk. We haven't done that in the regular season so far. I guess this year I will and kind of see how it goes. Kobe Jones has joined the starting 5. Do we move him to the small forward spot? He might go up. He does go up. So move him to a 79 overall. So that should make us a little bit better there as well. All right. We're going to run how things are right now. If I do stop at the deadline to show you that I'm doing something, I will, obviously stop and show you. But I'm hoping that this team is just good enough that maybe I don't even need to, put more brain power into figuring out what to do next. But maybe we'll see. So season number 3 comes to an end. I did not stop at the deadline because we were a top 3 team in the West all year. So decided to leave things how they were. Sabonis makes All-NBA third team again, which is nice. Here's all offensive first team and all defensive second team. So starting Malik Monk didn't seem like it was a problem. Things still went extremely well. So you had 22 from Fox, 19 from DeRozan, 18 from Keegan Murray. 16 from Sabonis, 14 from Devin Carter. So Devin Carter getting better helps out a lot, and 14 from Malik Monk. Now, One thing we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go to an 8-man rotation. And then one thing I'll also do for this, because this probably already upset somebody, is I will go ahead and give Colby Jones secondary position shooting guard. That way no one gets triggered. All right. Here we go. Grizzlies in round 1. They got John Morant, Bane, Vince Williams, Jake LaRavia, Jaren Jackson. Still kind of that same team. Isaiah Hartenstein is just traveling everywhere. I don't know how he got out of his $29 million per year, but now he's making $2 million. So kind of wild. But let's go ahead. Like her round against the Grizzlies, and let's see if we can get to round 2 for the third time in this video. And we got one game to do it, and we go to the second round for a second time, or for a third time, I should say. All right, do we get the Nuggets again? Yes, it's Denver once again. We beat them last year. They beat us the first year. Now this is the third time. Do we beat them the third time? They got Jarris Walker, Strother, Brown. Let's see what happens. This is kind of the same roster they had last year, and obviously the same roster we had, but we beat them. And we are going to sweep them. But now we get the Spurs of the Thunder. And it, of course, is going to be the Thunder to end off this video. So we're back in the conference finals. Let's see if we can beat the Thunder. I don't know if we'll be able to. So game 1, 1-0 goes to them. They're up 2-0. And that's, wait a minute. Do we even it up? Yes, we do. We're not done yet. 3 in a row. Oh, I don't know. I was feeling the confidence there. So we were in the same position last year, and they beat us in a game winner to avoid a game 7. Now, can we force the game 7 this time around? And we got a close one. I think we jump in and watch this potentially. I didn't do it last year, but I think this time we will. But this time we might be cooked. Wait a minute. We're down 3 with 1:45. Let's watch it. Let's just watch the end of this, see how it goes, and let's see if we can potentially force a game 7 here, or are we going to go home empty-handed? So let's see, man. I'm excited to at least watch the end of this. So let's put the controller down because I'm not playing this one out. We're down 3 in Sacramento in front of these home fans. Let's sling it to DeRozan, who's wearing number 40 at the moment. All right, so DeRozan has, I believe that's Topic on him. So DeRozan is going to take him to the paint, and he's going to score over him. So just like that, it's a 1-point game. So we're back in it. So Nicola's going to have the ball now. Is Shea even out here? Yes, he is. He's right there. All right, so no Chet, I noticed, but Nikola is going to try to make something happen here. He's going to screen from Capella, and he's going to shoot a 3, and he's going to miss it. Okay, so our door of opportunity has opened up. So Fox is going to have the ball. We can take the lead on this possession. Fox, I was wondering if he was going to hoist it, but he didn't. He's going to give it to a wide open Monk, and Monk is going to miss it. That was a good shot. Really good look. Unfortunately, does not go down. So Shea's got the ball. Monk is guarding him. Not sure I like this. Shea getting stopped. Topic 3 again. It's not going to go in this time. Or it's not going to go in again, I should say. DeRozan with the ball. Almost looked like a backcourt violation, but thankfully it wasn't. Going to give it to Fox. Fox, we need a basket, man. Get a screen from Sabonis or something. He's just going to take Topic down low, and we're going to take the lead. 112 to 111. Absolute W. Okay. We might force a game 7. We are there. We have the lead right now. It's a 1-point game in Sacramento. Be awesome if we can go back to OKC. Is that Ware passing the ball? It is. So Ware is going to give it to Shea, I assume, here in a second. He does. Fox guarding him. I like this matchup for us. Ware's get the ball, throwing it to Dort. Dort's going to pass it back to Ware. Ware, midi. That's the guy I want taking the shot. And you know what? I can live with that. It wasn't Shea. They end up, he ends up making it. So we're down 1 again. But yeah, I think that's the guy you'd rather have shoot than Shea. So that's fine with me. Fox, I need you to make a good possession out of this one. Keegan Murray asking for the ball. DeRozan going to give it to Malik Monk for a 3. And Malik Monk is going to miss it again. So Malik Monk is not going to come through. It might be all but over. We are not done yet. We're going to send Shea the free throw line. Probably going to make both. And then we'll be down 3 with the timeout left. So we might be able to tie it. It's going to be tough. Malik Monk, man, you're just knocking down those, or missing those last 2 open 3s really just killed us here. But down 16, or down 3 with 16 seconds, I should say. Here we go. Keegan Murray's going to inbound the ball for us. He's going to give it to Fox, I assume. No, he's going to pass it to DeRozan, it looks like. So can you inbound the ball, please? There we go. DeRozan has the ball. We're down 3. Not sure I want DeRozan taking the okay, we're just going to shoot a mid-range. Nope. Okay, we almost turned it over. Keegan Murray, 3 over Ware. And Keegan's going to splash it. Oh, my goodness. Ice freaking cold, bro. No way he hit that. Well, we got a tied game, but there's 5 seconds left in the clock. So I am nervous about what potentially could happen to us next. All right, 115, 115. The Thunder are about to inbound the ball here. Let's see who they're going to go to. Of course, this is probably going to Shea. No, they give it to Nikola. Nikola is going to take a bad shot, and Malik Monk's all over him, and we are going to OT. So we have forced overtime in this game 6. We are not done just yet. We're going to simcast this game 6 a little bit. Maybe jump in and watch some of it as well if it gets close. But hopefully we can force this game 7 back to Oklahoma City because we are fighting. Keegan Murray with a crazy 3, bro. We absolutely needed that. And I'm so glad he hit it. So, all right, simcast. We're going to slow things down a little bit. So let's see what happens. So we got the Thunder taking the lead to start things off. And we got to tie it. But we're down 1, down 3. And we're down 5. And it might... Okay, we're down 3. Down 5. Down 3 again. Okay, it's a 3-point game once again. Let's watch the rest of this. Sabonis is at the free throw line. I'm not sure if this is only for 1 shot. It looks like 2 shots here. So Sabonis is going to make the first one. No, it was only 1 shot. Okay, so we're down 2. So minute 41 left in the clock once again. All right. This is a tough one, but Nikola Topic has the ball. He's going to get a screen from Ware, and he's going to shoot another 3. He was open this time, but he's going to miss it again. He has shot a lot of 3s in this gameplay we've watched. DeRozan is going to be able to take it to the basket, and he's going to tie the game. I would have loved to have seen an and 1 there. We didn't get it, but I love what I'm seeing, man. We're fighting, we're competing, and that's all you could really want. We're going one-on-one with one of the best teams in the West in 2K. So let's see if we can finish this one off, man. I would love to see us go to a game 7 after all of this battling we've done. Nikola is going to shoot over Sabonis, and Nikola is just absolutely killing this team. I don't think he's hit a single shot. He's been really bad. Monk. I don't know. Okay, he makes it. I was about to say, I don't know if I love what he's doing here, but he ends up making it. He has 10 points on the night. We're up 2. 57 seconds left on the clock. Honestly, Nikola, he just broke DeRozan's ankles, but he didn't do anything with it. So Ware's going to give it to Shea. Going to give it to Cason Wallace. Then back to Nikola. He's been selling every time he's taken a shot. So Shea's going to have the ball. And Shea's going to give it to Ware. Sabonis is there. He plays good defense on it. And just like that, we get the ball. Okay. I mean, if we get a shot here, if we make one here, this could be looking good for us. But let's see what happens. So, Fox. Nope. DeRozan's going to get a screen from Sabonis. DeRozan is going to shoot a midi. And he's going to miss it. But DeRozan with the Sabonis with the offensive board. Malik Monk, why are you shooting a 3? You could have held onto the ball a little bit longer. Oh, my goodness. Malik Monk. That reminds me of Andre Bargnani when he shot the 3 when he shouldn't have. Okay, we got to get a stop. I think Malik Monk should have held on a little bit longer there. Unless the shot clock didn't reset. I didn't really notice if it did or not. But Nikola's going to shoot it. This time he's going to make it, isn't he? No, he misses it. Oh my goodness, we're going to a game 7. Holy moly, Nikola Topic missed like everything he took. But hey, we're going to a game 7. That was a hard-fought battle, but we finally won. And now it is time for a game 7. Back to OKC. We did all that we could to get back here. Can we win game 7 in Oklahoma City to go to the finals? And it looks like we might blow them out in OKC unless we blow the lead. And we are going to the finals. 14 and 13 and 8 from Sabonis. We get to play the Hornets. So let's see what they're looking like. We got LaMelo, Malachi Branham, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Daron Sharp, Nick Smith, Isaiah Jackson, and Dink. Okay. Game 1, 1-0 goes to them. We're down 5, or lose by 5, I should say. We evened it up, though. We're up 2-1, 3-1, and beat them in 6? No, we're going to a game 7, so another game 7 we got to sweat. Let's just blow them out, though. Come on. We didn't get this far just to lose, right? I mean, we just fought so hard against the Thunder, and now we're struggling against the Hornets, and they're going to blow us out in game 7. What a freaking heartbreaker, bro. Wow. That sucks. Okay. Well, it is what it is, man. We lose in 7 to the Hornets of all teams in the finals. The fact that we got past the Thunder, I thought we would all but secured a championship, but that is not the case. I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless. Let me know your overall thoughts are on Demar Derozan to the Sacramento Kings. Other than that, I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.